My name is Kimberly, and this is Elena. And Elena just turned 7, and she is diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. We've been coming to Beyond Limits for about a little over a year and a half, and we came in just kind of not really knowing what to expect. I think we wound up on kind of a very different path than what I thought.
Kimberly brought Elena into the office, and with a little bit of patience and a little bit of time, the miraculous began to happen.
And we would sit in our first sessions here with Dr. Legree, and I had a girl that could not sit in a chair for more than 2 or 3 seconds at a time. By the time our last session of neurofeedback, and she was sitting still for 10 plus minutes. I really went from a kid that would do everything but take her clothes off and roll around his floor and touch all his things, and they're both such patient people, to a girl who could hold her tablet and watch a show. I mean, we've done things in the last year that I never thought we'd do, like go to a movie theater and sit through it too. I'm gonna cry probably and get a little bit emotional.
An autistic kid is so highly neuroagitated. Chiropractic fits like a glove with autism because it comes down and it calms the nervous system. It removes chaos and interference to the spinal cord, and it brings peace. But then you come in with the functional medicine testing, and you're finding all these heavy metals, environmental toxins, mold that are highly neuroagitative. Those have to be addressed.
I took her home for Thanksgiving, and she got in the food line, for the great buffet, and walked through the whole thing with me through a crowd of people. Had never done that before. She would have walked through someone's kitchen and screamed bloody murder and ran away. It was just too much. It was too overwhelming. It was too loud. It was too many people. And she got her plate of food, and she sat at the table. She sat at the table for the whole meal. And then, of course, when she was done, she got up and left. But then she came back, and she was sitting in my niece's lap and climbing all over my nephews, and sat with my brother-in-law for sometimes, 30 minutes to an hour, which was absolutely unheard of.
She began to heal, and her social skills came back, and she could sit and be present with the family and have normal meals. That's what it's all about. Going from full-blown autism to not being able to enter into a restaurant, being on the walls, rolling around on the floors, to sitting as quiet and focused and just enjoying a Thanksgiving meal. And the family members, they had realized in just a short time period what was possible in real healthcare. That was unbelievable to be a part of and see. And we're not done. That was just our first 10 months with Elena.
I think everyone deserves to be treated like a human being. And, one of your biggest fears as a parent, and a parent for a very vulnerable child, is that people won't. And so anyone that you find that can be on your team, and you trust them to be on your team and your kids' team, sign us up for that all day long. All day long. It is everything. It is everything for us and for her.